PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. You heard what I said. PlayStation ain't dead.
Yeah.
So Zach, what have you been up to? What have you been playing lately? What's been in your console as of late?
Yeah. I definitely got a few games I've been going through recently. The first one is Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Nice.
I'm just taking my time with that one. You know, I don't want to rush through it. I know that, you know, everyone who's played it has said it's a masterpiece, and what I played so far, it's a masterpiece. I even, you know, shared my few thoughts on one of my more recent videos, but yeah, I'd started it before going on vacation. I'm just picking it back up kind of where I left off at, but that's definitely one that I'm focusing on. I'm replaying through The Legend of Dragoon on PS4. That way I can, you know, capture my footage, and I want to do a more in-depth review because that was actually the first JRPG that I played on the PS1. So I wanted to just replay it and relive the nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? And to see things maybe differently from the perspective of adult compared to when I played it. I was like, you know, 12, 13. So, so that's another one. I'm replaying through Uncharted 2 and Jak 2. So there's, you know, the whole Naughty Dog games that I'm fans of, replaying through those as we speak. And then the last one is Final Fantasy 7. I'm playing it on the PS1 original hardware. Surprisingly, I never played it before. And I told myself, hey, go ahead and dive in, see what it's like. Because I know the marketing for Legend of Dragoon always quoted it as like a Final Fantasy killer, but you know, we know what happened later on, right? Like Final Fantasy just kept continuing. But yeah, I really wanted to experience that and then compare it to Integrate and Rebirth when I do play those. So yeah,
I was going to ask, have you played those yet? So
no, not yet. I'm just waiting. Yeah, I'm going to experience the original first. You know, just go through it. You know, bare bones as it is, and then after that,
let me make your life easier. Just go and play the new version. Because I mean, dude, Tifa's tits. I mean, just fast forward. Get right to those babies. All right.
So shout out to her for sure.
What do you collect for, anyways, Zach? I mean, is it you more a Nintendo guy? You more a PlayStation guy? You more an all over the damn place guy?
Yeah, I would say like nowadays it's more all over the place. I started off with just PlayStation, right? Because that was the very first home console that I had. And I know it came out in like 1995, 96, right? But I didn't get it until like 2001, toward the end of 2001. And, you know, I shared it with my sisters at the time, but it was from my older brother who was transitioning over to the PS2. So I kind of have always been a PlayStation person and have solely collected for that console. Throughout the years, maybe early 2000s, like I transitioned into Nintendo just through the handheld, right? So Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. And then as years later went on by, like especially moving into 2020, that's when I told myself, hey, I think it's time that I go ahead and collect for the Xbox, the OG and the 360. And then things kind of continued from there. Like I think last year getting the NES, you know, for my collection, which like complete in box, and collecting for that. So, and never growing up with the NES at all, right? So yeah, I would say nowadays I'm definitely like more like all over the place, but the origin for sure is PlayStation.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, is that based on your age? Obviously, like the PS1, those were like your formative years, I guess, right? Like, so you weren't around for the NES or the Super Nintendo. Like you weren't born or too young. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I wasn't born then.
You're on with a bunch of old farts right here. Our balls, everybody's balls on this fucking podcast and touching their fucking kneecaps right now. All right,
don't talk about my balls, dude.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I was definitely around for like the fifth gen, and you know, like I never played the N64 much. You know, I mean, my parents never played video games, so we didn't have one at home. Until we got the PlayStation. But prior to that, I would have to go over to a friend's house to, you know, play Super Smash Brothers on the N64. And that was maybe like 5 times I was out doing other things as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
video games weren't even on my mind like through the 90s. So
Right.
What was the first console you got with your adult money? What was the first one you bought?
that was I believe it was if not, it was either the PlayStation 2 Slim, because we ended up getting my sister's
Black or platinum?
Black one. Yeah. I think it was the PS2 Slim. I think that was the first one I bought with
What
my
up,
own money.
Marcus?
And then the second one was the PS3 Slim. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What were the games you started with on your PlayStation?
Like the original?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a great question, Reggie, because like one thing we know that as like whenever you're a kid growing up, right, you're always into different cartoons and movies, and when you hear that there's a video game, usually parents are quick to go buy their kids these games, right, that correspond with a particular TV show or a particular movie. So for me, like I can already think of like the Spider-Man games, right? Spider-Man and Spider-Man Enter Electro, those were huge for me because I grew up watching the animated series in the late 1990s on like Fox Kids back in the day, right?
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, had everything with X-Men. But yeah, definitely those for sure. I was definitely into Beyblade for a bit. I know that was big back then too. So I had like a game for the Beyblade franchise. The Legend of Dragon.
Beyblade?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the spinning. Yeah,
I know. I know what Beyblade is. My son, he's got that big plastic bucket where you pull you let her rip into the bucket.
Yep.
How old are you, Zach?
Yeah, I'm 35. So yeah. So I grew up in the 1990s, born in 1990. So
I don't think you need
90s, man, that's where it's at.
Yeah, 90s was
Born in the 1900s, man. There you go.
Yeah, Power Rangers, all that good stuff, right?
You're making me feel old. Someone in the chat called us unks earlier, and that's here it is. Best unks in the game. What the fuck?
Man, by the 90s, I was already masturbating to Salt and Pepper videos, so it was all good to go.
Sean.
Stupid.
Wow. Splooge.
Well, I did want to say, man. So I randomly came across your video, like you were like it was like a short actually, and you were showing some pickups, and then I started checking out your channel, and you were showing like the Lunar games, the remasters, like you were talking about those and everything, and I saw like you have a really like unique taste for like good games. Like it's rare for me to like to see someone like that has that acquired taste like we do, I think. So that's why I like your pickups on your channel and everything. Like you really know like some good stuff out there, and you appreciate a lot of good games that a lot of other folks don't appreciate. So yeah, much respect there, man.
Man, thank you, Reggie. Yeah, that definitely means a lot. It definitely took some time, because I was like kind of just strictly PlayStation, and then the more and more I started, opening myself up to other consoles and even different genres. I realized like, wow, there's just very unique games and even underrated or even hidden gem. There's just a lot of great games out there, and it's cool to be able to go back into the past, to experience some of these amazing games.
Right.
It wasn't all just about graphics, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly. And for me too, man, like I kind of like started dipping my toe into other systems a bit later, like when the Retron 5 was announced as a prototype. That's when I started looking at other systems, and I really I'm happy that I did, because I was all about PlayStation. Like I always only collected PlayStation stuff, so started looking at Xbox, GameCube, and all these other systems, and amazing. Especially the 6th and 7th generations, 5th, 6th, and 7th generations. I think those nothing will top those, man, ever.
Anytime I pull an older game off the shelf that I haven't played yet, it's been sitting there like an OG Xbox game or something, and I play it, and it's like, it blows my mind. I feel bad that like I missed it the first time coming around. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck did I feel like I shortchanged
when the hype was there.
And it's great that we have an acquired taste, because you could just go in your game room blindly and just grab a game and play it. Like, oh, this game is great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah, people don't give enough credit to like the OG Xbox. They'll sleep on it. Same thing too with the Wii. The Wii has a lot of like really unique games for it too. And I feel like if people really take the time to dive in rather than just listening to what the masses are saying about certain consoles, I mean, you'll definitely find some great games that will give you some award experiences for sure.
Right.
Zach, do you like? Like with systems, kind of like. Oh, go ahead, Will.
No, this is a question from the chat. Chris, the technical advisor of the program, would like to know if you collect Game Boy at all, because in the thumbnail you do have a left-handed Game Boy, a lime-colored left-handed Game Boy. Where did you find that?
Yeah, I found that probably like maybe 4 months ago. It was at like a yard sale, right? This family, they were about to move and they were, offloading, video games. And I saw that they had that lime green one. And I've always wanted like a lime green Game Boy Color because growing up, I had the turquoise color. So they had that. And I ended up not only getting that lime green Game Boy Color, but it also came with Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the original Game Boy version. So I was able to score 2 for 1, for the price that I paid for it, and was happy about that. But yeah, to kind of answer Chris's question, I don't maybe kind of look out for Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. It's kind of when they just kind of come to me. I maybe have a couple of original Game Boy games like Wario Land 3 and Metroid 2. But aside from that, it's pretty much like, Game Boy Advance with a little bit of Game Boy Color in there. So it's one of those things where if I see it and I want it, then I kind of just went ahead and pick it up. But I don't exclusively look out for it.
Cool. How do you feel about the state of physical media these days? Like in the 5th, 6th, 7th generation, you got everything on a disc cart. Nowadays, games are like kind of like just not even put together now. Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's honestly sad, I mean, it's sad because like understanding what the 5th and 6th generation, and for those of you that grew up, of course, with, the 4th generation of games and whatnot, like understanding that when you paid for a complete product that you got on the disc, you were able to enjoy it, flaws and all, and I think like moving forward into the digital age, especially with like the 7th gen, right? That's when we started getting the real online. That was a huge upgrade compared to what we had on like the Sega Dreamcast or even the PS2, as well as the OG Xbox. But yeah, I think it's sad because there's been like a loss of creativity, even with developers, right? It's one of those things where like we got multiple games coming out every month and it's very hard to keep track of what's coming out. And when games are releasing, all of a sudden, developers having to put out like a day one patch, like we just saw what happened with Lost Soul Aside, I believe is the name of the game. They're having to put out a patch just to fix a lot of errors, and they didn't even release a demo. So for me, I consider myself, even though I do collect modern, I do like the past because we got demos, right? We got demos and we got games completely on the disc, didn't have to worry about DLC. And then another thing too with retro is a lot of the games had the extra content embedded through unlocking, the in-game currency, right? So you would unlock like a different mode or a mirror mode for the game. Now it's like, you have to pay money just to even get like a different mode or additional costume. So it's definitely sad that we're headed that way. I do like how a lot of people are able to connect more with one another online, but as far as the creativity, I think in some regards it's diminishing, with the modern gaming.
It's all about quantity over quality these days, simply put. You mentioned a system like the Dreamcast or, those older systems. I mean, the complete collections of those collections are around 1,000 games. Like the PS5 is already up to almost like 2,000 games now, plus all the digital stuff. So what are we at? 4,000 games, right? I mean, like it's just ridiculous because it's every fucking mobile game that can be thrown and shoved into a system is just like included now, and you really got to weed all the crap out, So
that's true.
Exactly.
It's the only way you're going to find gems like BB and Tina.
Exactly. Spin.
Zach, any full set aspirations and in your collecting?
For me, no. One is just because of space. Like I would need much more space than I do have right now. And number two, I wouldn't really play the filler titles as much. So I understand that it's a goal that people go for. You know, am I against it? No, I think you should. I'm not against it, first of all, but I think you should plan and be wise with it, right? So that you understand what it is that you're getting yourself into when it comes to full set collecting. But for me personally, I can't see myself doing it. You know,
It's a very diplomatic answer in front of these two dickheads.
It does come down. It is a real mental challenge after a while. Like it really, like you'll wake up shaking. You know, just being like, "Holy shit! I don't have this. I need this thing." You know,
I gotta admit, it's a great accomplishment to have a full set of something because, like, the journey there, you're learning a lot about the system, the games coming out for it. It's pretty amazing, but it's just I can understand the frustration because you always, you know, once you think you're done or whatever like that, and somebody else comes out with some other version, or it's like it's just insane. But
since I've slowed down, like with the PS5 stuff, you know, like I'm still getting games, but I'm not like grabbing everything, and like I find it more and more easier as time goes on and relaxing to be like, don't care, don't want it. If I see it, I'll grab it. If I don't have it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm enjoying it a little bit more rather than like pulling my hair out trying to find like the random like limited company that's coming out on Thursday, making sure I got the $30 like in my account for the Thursday release. You know, like it's just
but to Reggie's point though, like you do find out a lot of shit about the system. Like there's a lot of stuff. Like if I just collected sparingly and just get AAA stuff, I'm gonna miss out on a lot of indie shit that I probably wouldn't have known if I didn't go for a full set of this system or that system.
Yeah,
so, I mean, you do find out a lot more about the console than just the AAA games that get announced or the shit that you see in a Walmart or Target or a GameStop. So there's pluses and you know, negatives about collecting for a full set.
What do you think, James? I mean, you know, for the longest time, I figured it's super easy to collect the complete set of the PS5 because we're getting it as it's coming out. But more and more I think about it, I almost think it's almost easier to collect for a system that's already done because we know what the finite list is. Like when I collected my complete 3DS set, it was like, I need these games.
You knew already.
You know what I mean?
It definitely makes it easier. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Perfect.
I agree. Going as it is, you don't know. Like there's no. You don't know when the end's gonna be.
Yeah.
You don't know when the end's gonna be. Like they're talking about PS6, and maybe 2030. Like I personally don't really want to be collecting the system for that many more years. Like
no, I mean you'd be building another house just to add more shelves. I mean, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It'll be ridiculous because I mean they're still making PS4 games. You know, like how many years after the PS6 are they going to be making PS5 games? And and at that time you're going to be like, I don't want these fucking PS5 games.
But Zach, I wanted to ask you, since you started with the PlayStation, did you always look forward to like the PlayStation demo disc? Did you collect a lot of those? Put some hours into them?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, like I kind of mentioned earlier, like my parents weren't into video games, and you know, my sisters and I, we shared that one PS1 console, right? And when we get games, it'd be either for like the holidays or our birthday, right? So when, you know, so being able to get like a demo disc was like everything growing up, you know? I mean, you were able to cycle through like 6 games and replay them and then eventually pick them up later, you know, like the full version later. So, so to me, you know, I just have a lot of great memories with like the Jam Pack and Underground disc. And, you know, I made it a point that when I go out game hunting, like I always pick them up because, you know, I mean,
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I was going to say the Pizza Hut disc. Oh, man, don't forget about that.
Exactly.
Did your PlayStation have, like, I'm sorry, real fast, Will. Your PlayStation, did you have to have it upside down or did you have the slim model? Because the first model had some problems with it.
Yeah, it was the first model. We never turned it like sideways. We just kept it like horizontal.
It was good to go. No issues. That's good. Okay.
No issues. You know, and it came from our brother, so maybe he just took really good care of it. You know, to where we didn't have to turn it vertically. But yeah.
Okay.
I got a question from Project Retro Games.
Carlos.
Shawnee, are you going to Retro World Connecticut? And
yes, I am. I will be leaving Friday morning. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. In Hartford, Connecticut. Come on over and say hi. Are you going, Carlos?
Your mother.
You'll go if you're going.
Carlos,
I'm going. I don't know. Is Carlos going? Me and Marcus are going. We're gonna brass monkey it up. Bring us brass monkeys. We want 40s of OE all day.
Zach, are you a fan of the convention scene?
I am, but if I'm being honest with you, I've only been to one.
Oh man,
like literally, I've only been to one.
You're golden, all right? Two more, and then you can call it quits.
Get your jacket.
Yeah, I mean, I do admire conventions where people are getting together. And, just being able to experience the community as, together, whether that's through other content creators on YouTube or just people that love video games. So I think it's a great time. Like I said, I've only been to one. I do want to get out to some more. But for sure, I definitely appreciate the fact that there are different conventions happening throughout the year, for sure.
Cool.
Oh, we got Right Way in the chat. What's up? He's so excited, guys. Great podcast. Thank you, Mr. Right Way.
I got a question for you guys. Like, what happened to movie games? Like, there was a time where there was a span. We had movie games based on the movie from
different
all the way back then to what, PS3, Xbox 360, and then like it's all vanished. Like, granted, these games were, people didn't like these games, but like if you're a movie fan, it kind of immersed you more into that movie. It gave you another aspect of it.
Well,
they were on multiple platforms too.
I'll tell you how I feel about it. There also hasn't been a good movie in about 20 years. So who the fuck gives a shit?
Making a movie.
John thinks any movie made after 1990 is a hit.
I mean, you got theaters closing left and right. They can only survive by playing fucking old movies and selling $70 fucking popcorn buckets that you can put your dick in. And Marcus is trolling up my ass right now.
Yeah,
I was going until Sean said he was going. Dude, I am going.
You guys are going to be spooning. Stop it.
Well, the movie games, they did well enough, but they didn't make a certain amount of money. So maybe as expenses got more for to make games or whatever like that, they didn't want to throw the money into there like that.
Yeah,
licensing.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Reggie.
Just like I was just going to mention some good games that were based off movies, but like Van Helsing was a pretty decent game.
Yeah, man.
There were some good ones out there, but they got overlooked. So over time, as development for games became more, they just chose certain ones like 007.
Yeah.
That voice.
Oh yeah. For the 7th gen. Yeah, the 7th gen era.
Did someone say Bad Boys in the chat? Because I'm gonna fucking boot him.
Somebody did say Bad Boys. We got it ready to go.
There you go.
I'm trying to get Will to get this game. We're gonna give it to him as a present for his birthday.
Reggie, you really need to scroll back in the chat, man. You missed a big announcement.
Back in that day, the licensing for games and movies were not as high as they are now. I mean, they both went up exponentially. So,
yeah, I mean, it used to be if a movie came out, it would have part of the marketing campaign was let's crank out a video game, and that's how we got most crappy video game movie games and or game movie. What the fuck I'm saying? But anyway,
Oh, nice. Carlos is going to the convention this weekend, so yeah, I'll see you there, brother.
Yes.
It's just like I just haven't. I feel like I haven't seen any in forever. I mean, can you guys think of anything in recent history?
Avatar,
based off a movie. Yeah, Avatar is probably the closest one. And then
and what happened to that game? What happened to that game? It bombed.
What happened to that movie? The movie bombed. Yeah. Karate Kid Street Rumble.
There you go. That's a good game.
Oh yeah, based on
no, that's more of that's a TV show game though, isn't it?
No, that's Cobra Kai. You named it Cobra Kai.
Well, yeah, but it's
Street Rumble's the first 3 movies.
Yep.
Is it okay? Well, I don't know. I looked at those graphics and I was like,
you mean the ones that look like River City Girls? And you love?
No, they look nothing like River City Girls, Sean. No, River City Girls is easy on the eye. This is like, it's like I don't know, like an American version of trying to make River City Girls. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know.
I don't know. You must be blind. You got to get newer glasses.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, Sean. The glasses aren't gonna make any of that trash look better. The Scorpion King. Was there a recent Scorpion King film movie game?
No,
I think there was like just ones on like the
GameCube,
GameCube, PS2. Yeah. So
the Game Boy version is pretty cool though. If anybody ever plays that one.
Yeah, Terminator. They got the Terrifier.
The new Terminator game. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, you see, now I wouldn't call those movie games because for me, a movie game is going to be released coinciding with the release of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you true.
A
That's
current
true. Yeah,
movie.
that's true.
A current
but
movie.
to go back and make something of something old, this is freaking cashing in on the popularity of the of an
So,
already
that's
established
true.
franchise.
Beverly Hills Cop for the PlayStation 2 doesn't count
No,
at all.
No, because
there's a Quiet Place movie. What
Game? Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, game.
or
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
not movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
No,
There is.
That's true.
We're talking about recent movies that have a game coming out
alongside with the
alongside it, not something that's but so
Yeah.
I'm looking. I see Peter Jackson's King Kong in the chat, and freaking King Kong was great. That's a great game, great movie.
Yep.
But
Demolition Man,
nothing that coincides. Yeah.
Terminator.
Well,
Yeah,
with these games now, for instance, with Quiet Place or whatnot, the technology in these games now is basically you can make your own movie, or like the third, like a different part of, a sequel to the movie as the video game too. Because I think that's what the Quiet Place game is, isn't it? Isn't it like a sequel or something like that?
Yeah,
it's a prequel or sequel kind of in a way. Like after that, yeah.
I predict with AI, in its meteoric rise, we're gonna see a lot of AI movie games coming out here in the near future. Because because it's ultra cheap. They can crank them out ultra fast, and
they're using filters like on the Lunar remaster. They use the AI filter for that game.
Did they?
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta even think.
It'll get to a point where
AI
just make your own movie. You could probably go to Netflix and be like, I want to see Spider-Man fighting fucking King Kong and this and that, and make a movie about that. It'll give you a 2-hour movie eventually. Just make your own fucking movie.
King Kong versus Spider-Man. Who wins?
King Kong.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta go with Spider-Man too, dude. That's his town. Fucking King Kong's a fucking tourist. He's gonna fucking eat that guy.
Not even like these movies that were like the more realistic movies, but even they made Aladdin. They had all these like cartoon movies. I don't even see games for that. You see cartoon games. It's like Bluey and Bratz. Like these stupid kid shows.
Monster
give me some Monster High. Give me some Disney Pixar movie games. Like even that. Like
again, when has there been a good fucking release for many of those companies in 10 years?
There's been some of them. There's not like back in the day, but there's been some that they can make movies for, and not talking Toy Story. Toy
Story's still great.
Z-Man's got a list for us. Upcoming adaptations development: Mortal Kombat 2 for the movie, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, The Legend of Zelda live action, Street Fighter new film, There's an Elden Ring live action. Oh yeah, Call of Duty. I heard of that. Oh my god.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like it's going the other way. TV is getting video
it's going.
Now,
yeah, exactly. Last of Us and Uncharted and
yeah. I heard Bella Ramsey's going to play all of those lead characters.
Fucking and the other guy was Pedro Pascal. Yeah, he's going to be in there. Feeling
he
up.
Got to stop being in movies though.
We got a celebrity in the chat. Will Media Glitch is here.
Come on, Media Glitch.
Mexican.
Will is a Mexican.
I'm not Mexican, you son of a gringo. I'm freaking Panamanian.
We'll have you on, Joel.
I'm 50% Panamanian, right down the middle.
Let's go, Sonya Blade.
Wasn't Pedro Pascal? He was just in the new Fantastic Four movie, right? So
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he's in everything.
Yeah,
he gotta stop taking roles. Stop taking everything that gets thrown at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
break a little bit.
Zach, question about your gaming habits. Okay, we know you got a PS5, right?
Yep.
Is that your main? Is that your main player?
No, I kind of PS5 and PS4. I go back between those mainly and a little bit of the Switch. I'm kind of all over the place, but I think PS4 have gamed mainly on that as of late.
But on your PS5, right? Because I'll tell you, my PS5 is a PS4 Pro 2.0. And, that's how I rock the thing. Do you have a retro setup? You got a CRT with the crappy NES hooked up to it?
No, unfortunately, no. It's gotten pretty crazy with the prices of CRTVs nowadays. I've been looking for one for like a year, and I don't want to pay 100, 150, 200 just to get one of those things.
Yeah, it's heavy as hell too. It's like, man,
like the perfect, I guess the perfect size would be like a 20 to like maybe like a 27-inch CRTV with the VHS DVD combo. I kind of keeping my eye out for that.
Don't buy one. I mean, ask every fucking person in your family or extended family, your friends' families. Someone's got one in their basement that they don't want to lug up the stairs.
That's true. That's true.
I found all my CRTs that way.
Find estate sales of somebody who's died recently, and I guarantee there's a CRT in that estate sale.
And that's
where you get them all over New York for free.
Well, that's where that's where you get them for free or $20. Now, if you go down and try to find like a gaming website, they're gonna try and sell it to you for $200. You know what I mean? It'd be like, nah, just let me get a regular TV.
Well, you gotta. I don't know what state you're in, but just they're usually on the sidewalk in New York City. So take a day trip up there.
For so many years, they were on every sidewalk. And I'd be like, this is before I was looking for one. This day I decided I wanted to get one again, I was like, they were never on the sidewalk again. I was like, where the fuck are they? I always see these goddamn things. They were at the dump. They were at the sidewalk. But luckily, I work in people's basements, so I see what they have down there. And I go, what are you doing with that? And they're like, don't even want to bring it up the stairs, man. You can have it if you can take it. I'm like, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's what's up there. Yeah, because I've been searching, trying to find that specific one I want, but yeah.
Well, you know what? Don't start with the specific one you want. Just get one, and then you know what I mean. Keep your eye out for this whatever specific one you want. You know,
that's true.
Yeah.
Or stick to consoles at Trace Rays, because that's where I'm at in the future. And come with me. It's fun over here.
Mm-hmm. You guys remember back in the 90s, back in the magazines you'd get. It's like win this entertainment system.
Yep.
You got to fill out this puzzle. Do you guys know anybody that won that?
Nobody knows anybody that wins that shit.
Remember this thing?
See, I had all of that though. That was my stereo. that was my computer.
It's like the mystery word thing, and then send cash. I think it was just a scam. You just want to get free money. Nobody won that.
I mean, that setup looks legit, though. I mean, the speakers and
for real, yeah.
Even right now, it looks great.
No, I remember seeing those ads, and I was like, well, I'm never gonna win. So I'd be like, Grandma, this is the stereo I want.
This is the stereo, Grandma.
I feel like this was a scam, and then Win a Roll in the Resident Evil movie was a scam that they had on the cover, Resident Evil 2.
Mm.
Do you remember that?
It was like a little
yellow.
Yeah,
on the cover of the double disc. Yeah, the first version.
Yeah, it was like went apart in the movie. I was like, nah, that was a scam. When did the first movie come out? It came out in like 2020.
Right.
Thanks for another $2, Jedi Run. He's watched the documentary on that, and yes, it is a big scam. So.
Jedi, what is the documentary? I gotta watch that. What's the doc? If you know the name.
I think I did see something like that, like the McDonald's fucking tabs and all, like the Monopoly shit and all that.
Yeah.
Dan, the evil robot, he's an old HD television, 12 consoles that are hooked up with the component cables, RGB SCART cables, OSSG.
Yeah, your wire management is probably just as fantastic as mine.
Man. So guys, forgive me, guys. I gotta pee.
Yeah, I don't invite firemen or anybody over my house, because if they saw my wire management, they probably condemn my house.
Don't flip the switch.
Clear this out.
I have 13 to 14 consoles hooked up to the one 65-inch flat screen.
Zach, I know you were just in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was there.
Family vacation or work or what? Pleasure or what?
Yeah, it was for pleasure. Yeah, I had a family. It was a family vacation, so yeah, definitely was good. Was out there for a good week, so it was nice just to be able to get away for that long, and yeah, definitely had a fun time too. I thought about seeing if I could do a little bit of game hunting, but it never. That's
what I was going to ask.
Yeah, no time.
yeah, not enough time, but. Otherwise, it was definitely enjoyable.
Are there stores down there? Did you research it, if there were stores or anything like that down there?
Yeah, I did a search and there was like, different retro game stores, and then of course GameStop was there as well too.
Okay.
So, but there, it's kind of sparse, like all over the place too. So,
Right.
you'd have to maybe spend a day if you wanted to like kind of hit everything on the island, because they're pretty much spread out. But
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
What was what kind of got you into the YouTube? Like, what was like your? I mean, were you just got there to just put out content? Was it like for like what am I thinking? Trying to think, like, not history, but like just like like learning or give information. What kind of got you into YouTube space?
Yeah, it was definitely like a combination of like a few things. One, just wanting to connect with like-minded individuals, part of the community who enjoy games, because even as a collector, not everybody understands it, or they'll mischaracterize us, right? So so for me, I always wanted to be able to connect with other individuals who were into collecting. Like, I have friends that play video games, but they're not into collecting,
Right.
And there's some family members that just don't understand why there's like a large library of games behind me. So that's one of the reasons. Another two is just being inspired to like spread knowledge. Like, I don't know everything that there is to know, and I won't claim to know everything that there is to know. But just being able to share my perspective, having watched like different content creators throughout the years, and was like, man, like, they're here sharing their perspective. I would love to share mine too as well, and it may be something that's a little bit different than theirs. So that was another thing. And then I would say like the third thing is like my wife, she understands that, I have a passion for this hobby. And she really encouraged me to like really start like a YouTube channel, like really get after it. So yeah, so it was definitely a combination of things for sure. But I do like the community aspect, and then learning, right? Like the history behind a specific video game, or being able to like share with other people what games to look out for. So yeah.
So like, you said you don't know everything about games. How the fuck did you get on the show, guys? Fucking with you, Zach.
No, I got you, Sean. It's all
good. You know what we do? We know how to bullshit real well. That's what we know.
Hey, we got another celebrity in the house. Clayton Morris is here. What's up, Clayton?
What's up, Clayton?
Man,
and Dynasty just wrote that right way. Just booked a flight to Puerto Rico.
I don't know what that means. I must have missed something while I was peeing.
We were talking about game stores in Puerto Rico. When you were in the bed.
Death Metal Jim, hey guys, I'm playing original Tomb Raider as we speak. I'm on level 8. The game takes patience and persistence. Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that game was always it was a weird thrill playing a Tomb Raider game, man. Like seriously, like
it was the first game I played on PS1, and
really?
it was, and after that I was hooked, and I can't tell you how many countless hours trying to figure out the nude code, just entering in random button and pad can. But it didn't work. It never works.
I recently tried to play it on the Evercade arcade system I got here, man. It's so weird, but it's kind of funny to play it on an arcade system. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. How does that version work out, Reggie? Like on the Evercade, like compared to the PS1, like how does it perform?
I mean, it performs the same. It's just the controls are different because you're playing with a fight stick instead. So it's like you got to really kind of
it should really probably be played on the Evercade console or the handheld, not the arcade system.
Yeah. I just wanted to do something a little bit different because play games in a funky way, so it might get a different experience out of it. It's kind of fun for a little bit, but it's too much like trying to remember the controls and just where you automatically remember it playing it on a PlayStation or a Saturn controller or whatever. So yeah, just something a little bit different. But going back to the Tomb Raider games, man. The first 5 games, I mean, I still never played Chronicles. I briefly played it on the Evercade, and that game is just like, I think I'm done with the old series after part 4, man. I can't go back and play them anymore. Like, not with Legend around. Legend is like, I think that was the start of a great series with the controls. And then we got the other Tomb Raider series, which I just call it Tomb Raider 2013. That series is great. But I cannot go back to the original games, man. It's just they're too
slow,
too much risk and no reward, because the endings in those games are bullshit. Like, I remember the first Tomb Raider game, you beat the game and that big you escape the tunnel and Laura just gets in the boat and leaves. That's it, and it shows the credits. Like, what happened afterwards? What'd she do? Like, how she? Like, what the heck, man? So I was like done. So,
All right,
Clayton, Clayton brought up a good thing. He's playing Gears of War. I know Zach told us what he's playing. What are you guys playing recently?
Oh, you guys know me, Dead Island 2. Me and Chris have been killing that game. I just got the Ultimate Edition, so I got the DLC to play. I don't know, man. I'm just loving that game all over again. And Dead by Daylight, of course, every Friday as well. So
every Friday, tune in. We should stream that crap.
I know, right? We should.
I played Jiu-Jitsu Squad. I got that in last week. I played that. You play. I guess it's a raccoon. I don't know. It's like a cartoony raccoon, and you got like a warthog partner, a frog, and I guess it's a rabbit. I don't know. Lots of offensive stereotypes in it, and yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's
a good game. It's a good game, and
lots
of unlockables too.
I've been I too have been playing Gears of War. They did a great job. It's classic Gears of War. It's a great game. So it's challenging at parts, frustrating, but I've played all the Gears of War, so it plays very well. I mean, what else can I say? And I also played today. I also played Laka.
Did you get past the game-breaking glitch? Huh?
Dude, I can't even get past the second fucking level. This game is hard as shit, dude. What's that?
You're still working out the aiming with it?
Yeah. Have you played it?
No, I saw footage on it. I haven't played it yet.
Like you're aiming on a motorcycle, like accurately. It's like a sight bike, but it's like somewhat in slow motion. It's weird.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's so challenging because there's so many controls to remember at once. So yeah, you have to aim like in the air, but then to reload the gun, you have to do a backflip.
Oh, man.
So you have to backflip. You get 2 bullets, but you got 5 enemies there in front of you, and you're like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?"
Who do you go after?
Leica is Polish for this shit's broken. Did you know that?
The game is good, but Jesus fucking Christ! I mean, if you want to sit there and just like slowly progress through the game by like figuring out how to kill these 5 enemies by dying 100 times and then moving on to the next 5 enemies, that's what I'm doing right now. Really, it's a really beautiful game. It's a really good game, but fucking challenging. Let me tell you, challenging.
I was playing that Marvel Token Fighting Souls.
Okay.
Don't come over here and flex on me, you son of a gun.
1 life bar for 4 characters, right, James?
Say it again.
1 life bar for 4 characters.
Yeah. One life bar for 4 characters. It's still not going to go down for me. This is my personal opinion. It's not. Mortal Kombat's my fighting game of choice, so it's not gonna. It can't beat that. Like I do like this game, I should say. But I still like Mortal Kombat. It's too much shit going on the screen for me to enjoy this like I would Mortal Kombat. But it's fun. I'd say definitely when it comes out next year, give it a go. The way they have it set up is you can pick your region. You can pick wherever you're at. You can play in a different region if you want to. Even play somebody in Africa, you can. But they have this like base unit where everybody's kind of playing at like arcades. So you could, if 2 people are playing at arcades, they're going against each other. You can spectate their game, or if there's a spot open, you can just jump on one and then have somebody join you, and then you kind of fight them. So
how's the gameplay? Is it stiff or fluent?
It's pretty fluent. I'm not playing with an arcade stick, so that might be a little bit better than playing with a controller, but it's pretty fluent for the most part. Yeah. It's just getting used to the jumping back and forth with all 4 characters
in one battle. Yeah, that's
4v4.
Anytime I had like fighting games with multiple, characters I could play with, I never switched. Because that's
my thing too.
I can never figure out how to switch, half the time, and by the time I'm figured it out, I've died. So I just let my character die, and then the other one just comes in.
Nah, it's just one life, all 4 characters.
1 life bar, though. So they figured out my fucking cheat. That's what they did.
Sean and I went at it on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 the last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend.
And I whooped your ass.
You did. Well, I beat him the first game, and then that was it. That was it. For the
No, I was studying. That's how the masters do it. Let's get the shots in. Okay, and then I figured it out. And what other game I was playing I played recently. I returned to my Neo Geo Mini console, and I've been playing the hell out of Blazing Star. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like it. I like that console because it'll classify the games: shooting game, fighting game, blah 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 game, and sports game. And yeah, I've been enjoying that.
PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. You heard what I said. PlayStation ain't dead.